Hey Aries, I am Lisa-Issa and welcome to Charmed Lithomancy. Here is your reading for the week of January 25th, 2021. So Aries, the first thing we need is your center stone card. Your center stone card. Let's see what the universe has for you today for this week of January 25th. All right, universe, what do you have for Aries? Okay, Aries, your center stone card is the love card. The love card. Okay, that's not a bad start. So now we need two more cards for you, Aries. Two charm cards. So the love card is about emotional attachment. I know sometimes, you see the love card and you think immediately romantic love. Well, this card is, although it can be romantic, most times it's platonic. It's when we have an emotional attachment or love of a person, place, or thing. It could be your family, your best friend. But most times when I'm reading for myself and other spiritualpreneurs, it represents your entrepreneurial project, pardon me, your entrepreneurial project or your passion project. Okay, let's see what the two charm cards are for Aries. Your first one, Aries, is the lotus flower in the upright position. And your second, it fell out, Aries. I don't know if I should take it or not. I'm going to put it back in, mainly because I wasn't sure whether it was in the upright position or in the reverse position when it fell out. All right, universe. What is the last card that you have for Aries? So far, Aries, you have the love card as your center stone card, and you have the lotus flower in the upright position. Okay, and your second card is the wine glass in reverse. The wine glass in reverse. Okay, Aries, let's see what you got going here. So, as I shared, your center stone card is the love card. All those things that you have an emotional attachment to. Person, place, or thing. Your first charm card is the lotus flower in the upright position. So the lotus flower represents, well, simply put, it is, some of you all may have heard me say this many times, no mud, no lotus. So it's like it reminds us that, if you want those award-winning roses or, your harvest from your vegetable garden, usually that there probably is going to be a little bit of fertilizer. And so the same thing with the lotus flower, as we move towards the thing that we desire, we may get dirty. We may have to roll up our sleeves, we may even be thigh high in the muck. But the lotus flower only blossoms, amongst that mud. So for me, it often says, you're going to have to put in a fair amount of work, but you do have the ability to get to that thing that you desire. And your second charm card is the wine glass in reverse. So the wine glass in reverse message is pretty simple. It says that there is something that you are not open and ready to receive. So when I look at all three of the cards together, Aries, it says that thing that you have an emotional attachment to, the thing that you've been working really hard for, that you've been slugging through the mud for, there's something in there that you that says you may not be fully open and ready to receive that thing. I know that when in the past, maybe someone had shared that with me, that, I may not really want that thing that it seems that I'm working so hard to achieve. You know, nobody really wants to hear that. And I'm sure, Aries, you're no different. However, the cards do ask you to take a closer look at that thing that you say you want and you desire, the thing that you have an emotional attachment to. You have an emotional attachment to it, but at the same time, you may feel deep down that it may be out of reach. Sometimes, we never share this with other people, but we may not feel as if we deserve it, or that it's really attainable for us. We just continue to stay in that working, slugging it out mode. But this thing, you have a drive or a loving dedication to it. And so what I would invite you to do, Aries, is take a closer look. Particularly if you've been working really hard and you haven't really seen it open and blossom up the way you would prefer, take another look at it and really be honest with yourself. Are you really open and ready to receive it? This is the simplest analogy. Although, as I shared, the love card is truly not romantic love. Most times it's platonic love, but on occasion it can be. So I'm going to use the example of a romantic love. And that is, sometimes you say, well, I've been single for a while. I'm ready to, start dating again, get married, have a partner, take your pick. And, but yet, you're not really open to it. I mean, of course most of us are, although we're not really in lock for all of us here in North America, in the United States in particular, we are being asked at this time to, stay at home. The numbers are really high with the virus, but it is not mandatory for most of the country. But say like it was 2019 and, we were free to go and mix and mingle, and you just, really didn't want to leave the house, but you said you wanted a partner, you weren't open to going out to do anything different. You really weren't willing to go out and mix it up, mix and mingle. Not that the universe could not bring you someone if you just stayed at home, but the chances of that are a lot slimmer than if you got out a little more. You maybe, you go to more barbecues, or you go, you may join some type of club. I know here someone invited me to an old school kickball team, and I was like, oh, I haven't played kickball since I was probably like in the 5th grade. But you have to take a chance and get out and mix and mingle to do those things. And if you're not willing to do that, then you have to ask yourself, how open are you really to a thing? And so that was one analogy. So look at the thing that you say that you desire and you keep working at, but it doesn't seem to open up. Are you really open and ready to receive that thing, Aries? I hope you found something helpful in the reading, and I look forward to seeing you next week. And until then, shine bright, Aries. Namaste.